ॐ यदविद्याविलासेन भूतभौतिकसृष्टयः तन्नौमि परमात्मानं सच्चिदानन्दविग्रहम् शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। In Vedanta Paribhasha, page number 79. This is from the previous page. Tippani number 3 is continuing. There is one correction in this Tippani. 44th shloka. What does it say? Shante api. Correct?
Yes.
It should be Jnate api. Not Shante api. Jnate api. ज्ञाते पितावति ततो नतिरिक्त रूपे व्यज्ञानतः स्फुरणमस्फुरणं च दृष्टम् दूरस्थयोर्ननु वनस्पति वस्तुनोस्तद् भेदो न दृष्टि विषयो वगते च तेनः. This is the example that we saw, that there are two trees. Durasthayo, they are far. Vanaspati means the trees. Vanaspatitva means vrikshatvam is known. But if there is one or there are more, Veda is there, that is not known. In the same way, in Atma, ज्ञाते अपि तावति ततो अनतिरिक्त रूपे अपि अज्ञानतः स्फुरणम अस्फुरणम च दृष्टम. Some part is known, there is spuranam, and some part is aspuranam. Because of that, adhyasa is possible. Aham asmi, this jnanam is there. But aham brahma asmi, this is not known. Aham asmi is there. Aham brahma asmi is not there. Means brahma part is what is unknown. Its aspuranam is there. That's why there is adhyasa. Iti adikam uktam atra tikakrita sarvam arthatah upanibaddham iti. All this is upanibaddham, has been well tied by the tikakara in this tika of Vedanta Paribhasha. So the ideas of Sankshepa Shariraka are well presented here by the tikakara. In this way, we have seen pratyaksham. Now you see what is said. Ukta pratyaksham punar vibhajate. This pratyaksham punaha, once again, there is vibhaga in that. Why punaha it is said? Earlier pratyaksham was divided in any categories?
Yes, earlier pratyaksham meant only that with the senses. Then manasa pratyaksham also was accepted to show that Atma need not be indriya pratyaksha.
So that was in this topic. No, in pratyaksha, from the beginning, has pratyaksha been divided into different ways. In how many ways pratyaksha was presented? From the beginning of the text, pratyaksha pramana is going on.
ज्ञानगत प्रत्यक्षम विषयगत प्रत्यक्षम.
Correct. Jnanagata pratyaksham, vishayagata pratyaksham. This was one division. Then Jiva Sakshi Pratyaksham, Ishvara Sakshi Pratyaksham. So another division. Now third division is given. Uktam Pratyaksham Prakarantarena Dvividham. This Pratyaksham is of two types in a different way of classification. Prakarantarena. Jnanagata Pratyaksham and Vishayagata Pratyaksham. Means one is Pratyaksha Jnanam and another is Pratyaksha Vishaya. Second was Jiva Sakshi Pratyaksha, Ishvara Sakshi Pratyaksha. Now, Indriya Janyam Tad Ajanyam Cha Iti. Indriya Janya Pratyaksham, Indriya Ajanya Pratyaksham. What is the sutra for Indriyam? Indriyam Indralingam Indradrishtam Indrasrishtam Indrajushtam Indradattam iti va. Indriyam Indralingam Indradrishtam Indrasrishtam Indrajushtam Indradattam iti va. We have seen this sutra before.
Yes, Swamiji.
Yes, Swamiji.
Yes, Swami.
Indriyajanyam tadajanyam cha iti. Tatra Indriya ajanyam is sukhadi pratyaksham. Indriyajanyam sukhadi pratyaksham. Manasah indriyatva nirakaranat. Because we in Vedanta, we don't accept manaha as indriya. Manasah indriyatva nirakaranat. Indriyani pancha. Indriyas are 5. Tika. तथा च इंद्रियजन्यम इति अत्र इंद्रिय शब्देन ज्ञानेन्द्रियाणि पंच गृह्यन्ते न तो नैयायिकवत् षट्. इंद्रियजन्यम मीन्स ओनली पंच इंद्रियजन्य, नॉट षड इंद्रियजन्य. Naiyayikas, they take manaha also as indriya. Napi dasha karmendriyanam jnana janakatvat iti ashayana. Indriyas are not taken as 10 when it comes to jnana janyatvam, because karmendriya, they are jnana ajanaka. Napi dasha karmendriyanam jnana janakatvad iti ashayana indriyani pancha iti. घ्राण रसन चक्षु श्रोत्र त्वगात्मकानि. These are the 5. घ्राण रसन चक्षु श्रोत्र त्वग आत्मकानि. सर्वाणि च इंद्रियाणि स्वस्व विषय संयुक्तानि एव प्रत्यक्ष ज्ञानम जनयन्ति. All the indriya, सर्वाणि च इंद्रियाणि स्वस्व विषय संयुक्तानि एव. only when they get associated with their Vishaya, they produce Pratyaksha Jnanam. Tika. Tani api kani iti apekshayam aha ghrana iti. Tat sadbhave cha rupadi jnanani sakaranakani kriyatvat chidi kriyavat iti anumanam pramanam. Indriyanam sadbhave. Some pramanam is given. Anumana pramana. Rupadi jnanani sakaranakani. Rupadi jnanam is taking place, so it has to have some karana, sakaranakani, kriyatvat, because there is kriya, chidi kriyavat, just like there is chedana kriya, chidi kriyavat. Rupadi jnanani sakaranakani. Chidi kriya is sakaranaka, there is kuthara, karana. So like that, jnana, rupadi jnana kriya also will have some karana. That karana is called indriya. This is the anumanam. In that, some Shruti Pramana is given. What is the Shruti Pramana here? Tamutkrantam sarve prana anutkramanti. To give pramanam for Indriya, Shruti Pramanam is this. Tamutkrantam sarve prana anutkramanti. Tam utkrantam, what is tam? Mukhya prana. When Mukhya prana departs from here, tam utkrantam anu, sarve prana utkramanti. When it goes, then all the other prana means Gauna prana, means all the indriyani. But there are other quotations which are more direct. Indriyani paranyahu. This is Kathopanishad. This is straightforward quotation. And Smriti also, Manaha Shashthani Indriyani. Bhagavad Gita. Ityadya Shrutisya Manam. All the Shrutis are Pramanam. Indriyani aprapyakarini iti saugataha. Bauddhas, what do they say? Indriyani are aprapyakani. Means these indriyas, aprapyakarini. Indriyani aprapyakarini. So according to them, indriyas, they don't attain the Vishaya. This is their thinking. I don't know how they understand that indriyas, without reaching the Vishaya, they produce the knowledge. So Mulakar here says, which we read already, सर्वाणि च इन्द्रियाणि स्वस्व विषय संयुक्तानि एव प्रत्यक्ष ज्ञानं जनयन्ति. All the indriyas swaswa vishaya संयुक्तानि एव, when they get associated with their vishaya, then alone they will produce pratyaksha jnana. So this is samanya niyama. Now in that there is vibhaga. घ्राण तत्र घ्राण रसन त्वग इंद्रियाणि स्वस्थान स्थितानि एव गंध रस स्पर्श उपलम्भान जनयन्ति. घ्राणेन्द्रिय रसन इंद्रिय त्वग इंद्रिय, these they remain in their golaka. Swasthana sthitani eva. Like our Ghanendriya. Fragrance comes to the Ghanendriya. Gandha upalamba. Upalamba means jnana. It will produce Gandha jnana. Rasanendriya, wherever it is, it stays there. It doesn't have the ability to go out. Otherwise, imagine. It goes to some sweet shop. Rasanendriya goes out, gets the rasa and comes back. Severe diabetes will be there. Gandha, rasa, and sparsha also. Only some vishaya comes near your, uh, connects to the Tvagindriya, then vishaya jnana. Tvagindriya cannot go out. But chakshu shrotre tu swatah eva vishaya desham gatva swaswa vishayam grinhitaha. Chakshurindriya and shrotrendriya, they can go to vishaya desha swatah eva. Vishaya desham gatva swaswa vishayam grinhitaha. They gather the vishaya jnanam. तत्रापि in tika, तत्रापि फल बल कल्प्य स्वभाव विशेषम आश्रित्य आह. In this there is phala bala kalpana. Phala bala kalpana means the based on the result you do some kalpana of how it must be happening. So what is our anubhava? Anubhava is that Granendriya, Rasanendriya, Tvagindriya, they cannot get the jnanam of the Vishaya if it is outside the scope of their reach. So that jnanam we will not have. Chakshurindriya, Shrotrendriya, I can get the knowledge of far star like Dhruva, North Star, sitting here. So it is possible. So Chakshurindriya and Shrotrendriya, they actually go out. This kalpana is the Palavala kalpana. And that Brahadaranyaka quotation is given that we saw. That number is also there, 4338. Come write down. Tam utkrantam anu pranaha utkramanti. 4338. Okay. Now, in this, there is some other idea which is presented before we see the Nanu. What is that idea? If Chakshurindriya goes out and gets the knowledge of far Vishaya, then in the body, is Chakshurindriya remaining, or at that time it is gone? Similarly, Shrotrendriya. If it goes out and gets the knowledge, then what will happen? What if it doesn't know where to come back? All these problems will be there. See, this is according to Vedanta. Huh? So in Vedanta Darshan, this is what we say, that Chakshu and Shrotrendriya, they go out to Vishaya Desha. Go out means what? So this topic is not taken up here. How will we understand? So Vedanta has some samadhanam for this. Vedanta, what it says, Indriya, as far as Grana, Rasana and Tvagindriya are concerned, these Indriyas swa desham prati agataihi vishayehi sanyuktani bhavanti. In their swadesha, Vishaya, when it comes, then they will become sanyukta. And Chakshuradi, Chakshu and Shrotra, what happens to them? They are atiswacha dravya, Chakshu Indriya and Shrotra Indriya. They go to Vishaya Desha. Vishaya Desham Gatva Vishaya Paryantam Vikasena Sambadhya. Even in no, it is not given. It is given in Moolam.
No, Swamiji.
So another commentator has explained this. This Chakshurindriya and Shrotra Indriya, they are Ati Swacha Dravya. Unlike the Grahana, Rasana, etc., or all of them are Ati Swacha, but the other three, they don't go out, so you don't have to worry about them. These two, Chakshu and Shrotra, Ati Swacha Dravyataya, Purva Desha Aparityagena. Means they don't leave their Purva Desha. Purva Desha Aparityagena, Tritagatya, Vishaya Vyaptya, Na Vishaya Sambandha Velayam Dehasya Nirendriyatva Pattihi. Very swiftly they attain the Vishaya Desha, and therefore when the Chakshurindriya or Shrotraindriya has Vishaya Sambandha, Deha does not become Nirendriya. In these two Indriyas are still there in the Deha also. Neither there is Vilamba, time delay. Nava Dhruva Mandaladi Darshane Vilambapattihi. Dhruva Mandala means the North Star, how far it is. So to get that jnanam, it will take forever. there is no vilamba. It happens lightning speed. Means up to this. Now those which are thousands of light years away, that is different, That is what they say, that star has already gone. You recognize it now because we get the knowledge of it now. That has already happened. Like in life also, certain things, they have already happened. Result of which you see now. So you say, oh, now it is happening. It has already happened. But this point we should remember that they are atisvacha dravya, and the indriyas which have vishaya desha gamanam, up to that there is indriya vikasa. Vishaya desham gatva vishaya paryantam vikasa, and they get associated. And purva desha aparityaga is there, so deha doesn't have nirindriyatva. Neither there is any delay, even if the vishaya is very, very far. Okay. Now, another question is there. Nanu, chakshushas tat sambhave api karna shashkuli avachinna nabho rupa shrotrasya vishaya desha gamanam na sambhavati iti ashankya. Purvapaksha says, okay, chakshur indriya, this is sambhava, possible. But how karna shashkuli avachinna nabha akasha is here, where the golaka is? Why it has to go to vishaya desha? Vishaya desha gamanam na sambhavati iti ashankyaha. श्रोत्रस्य अपि चक्षुरादिवत् परिच्छिन्नतया भेर्यादि देश गमन संभवात्. Just like chakshurindriya goes to vishaya, shrotrendriya also parichinnataya, it is also parichinna, and therefore bheryadi desha gamana is possible. The nagada is there and the sound happens. Chakshurindriya goes there, shrotrendriya goes there. Bheryadi desha gamana sambhavat. अतएव अनुभवो भेरी शब्दो मया श्रुत इति. Therefore, such anubhava is there, that I heard भेरी शब्द. इति वीची तरंगादि न्यायेन कर्ण शष्कुली प्रदेशे अनंत शब्दोत्पत्ति कल्पना गौरवम. This Nayyayika, they say, the sound comes through Vichi Taranga Nyaya. Vedanti says there is Kalpana Gauravam in this Vichi Taranga Nyaya, and Adipadena Kadamba Mukula Nyaya. Kadamba Mukula Nyaya. By that, Karna Shashkuli Pradeshe, where the Karna is, this Golaka, there Ananta Shabda Utpatti happens. This Kalpana Gauravam is there. So this Nyaya is explained. One number टिप्पणी says, यद्यपि सर्वेषु पुस्तकेषु भ्रमत्व कल्पना गौरवम इति पाठ है. Not only कल्पना गौरवम, भ्रमत्व कल्पना गौरवम. तथापि अत्र कल्पनायान्तु गौरवम इति पाठो ग्रंथानुगुण इति प्रतिभाति. It is Bhranti only. What Nayyayika thinks, Vichitaranga Nyaya and Kadamba Mukula Nyaya, this is completely erroneous according to Vedanta. According to Vedanta Darshan, this Nyaya Darshan is coming out with all all personalized thinking. सीटीका आकाशाद उत्पन्नम श्रोत्रमपि चक्षुरादिवत परिच्छिन्नम इति भावः. चक्षुरादि इंद्रिय is परिच्छिन्न. Why? It is Taijasa and it has Gati, Gatimatvat, Parichinna, and it is also Parichinna. So, Parichinna Vastu can have Vishay Desha Gamanam. But Shrotra, which is Akasha Rupa, Shrotrendriya is Akasha Rupa, and therefore it is Akasha is Aparichinnam. How Aparichinna Vastu can have Vishay Desha Gamanam? It is already there everywhere. So Shanka Parihara is done just as Shrotra Indriya, Chakshur Indriya has Vishay Desha Gamanam. Akashad Utpannam Shrotram Api. Api is to say, just like Chakshu, Chakshuradivat Parichinnam. It is also Parichinna. And therefore, Vishay Desha Gamanam is possible. In this regard, lot of shloka vartika from Mimamsa are quoted. And Vivarana is also quoted. I will just read the Vivarana line. Chakshusrotrayorapi prapya karitvam anumiyate. Chakshusrotra, they will attain the Vishayanam prapta karitvam anumiyate. Tasmad bhautikani parichinnani prapyakarini indriyani. This is the Vakya from Vivarana in Chaturtha Varnaka. Just note down. Later when you get to study, if you see, then you can look at it. If you say Akasha is Vibhu, therefore Shrotra Indri also is Vibhu, Vyapaka, then what will happen? All the Shrotra Indri will become one, just like all the Akasha is one. That is not appropriate. That's why you will have to create Parichinnatva Kalpana in Shrotra Indriya also. Okay. Tika further. Yataha Shrotrasya Shabda Desha Gamanam Atayeva Nayyayika Prakriya tu Gauravagrastatvat Upekshya Ityaha. Yataha, since Yasmat Shrotrasya Shabda Desha Gamanam Shrotrendriyasya Shabda Desha Gamanam Swikritam Vedantina Atayeva Nayyayika Prakriya is Gauravagrasta. Gaurava is a dosha. Gauravagrastatvat. Upeksha. You have to do upeksha of this. Ityaha vichi tarangadi nyayena. Tatha. Viches tarangas. Tatopi vichyanantaram. Vichyantaram. Tatopi tarangantaram. Iti nyaya. Vichi taranga nyaya is what? Like if there is a lake. And in the very calm, and in the middle you throw a stone. So what will happen? One circle will come. That will produce another circle. That will produce another circle. That will produce another, bigger, like that. So the waves of the waves. Vichi means taranga. Vichi taranga means wave after wave, if you call, or waves of the waves. And what will produce the final connection? Let's say you are standing at the bank of the lake. The final connection will come by the second last one. Upanta Vichi will produce Anta Vichi. Vichi means where. So Upanta one has done the generation of the last one, which will produce a sound, or which will touch the bank of the lake. Like that, according to Nayayika, the Shabda travels through this Vichi Taranga Nyaya. One Shabda, my Shabda happens, let's say I hear some sound which is happening far. This is Bheri Danda. This is next line you see. Tatha. Bheri Danda Sanyogat Nabhasya Utpannat Shabdat Asamavayi Karanat Shabdantarasya Utpattis Tato Anyasya Iti Paramparaya Antya Shabdasya Shrotra Sambandha Kalpana Gauravam. Bheri Danda Sanyoga. When Bheri Danda Sanyoga happens, then Shabda Utpatti happens. Nabhasya Utpanna. Utpannat Shabda. Nabhasi Utpannat Shabda. In the Akasha, Shabda Utpatti happens. Then Asamavayi Karanat. That Shabda is Asamavayi Karanam, that will produce Shabdantarasya Utpatti. Tato Anyasya. Like that, Paramparaya Antya Shabda Utpatti will happen, which will hit the Karna Shashkuli, this Akasha in the Karna. This is how they say Shrotra and Shabda Sambandha will happen. This Shrotra Sambandha Kalpana is Gauravam. And Adipadena Kadamba Mukula Nyaya. Adipada Nyaya. This is Kadamba Mukula Nyaya. Second number tippani. Kapustaka Khapustaka that you leave. Second line you see. Asya Arthastu Mule Vichitaranga Nyayena Karna Shashkuli Pradeshe Ananta Shabdotpatti Kalpana Gauramam Uktam Tatratyam Pradeshe Iti Padam Pratikattvena Upadaya Sambandhartham Iti Uktam. In the Moolam, when it is said Ananda Shabda Utpatti Kalpana Gauravam, there Pradeshe iti padam pratikattvena upadaya. So there Shabdotpatti Karna Shashkuli Pradeshe Pradesha Sambandhartham. Pradesh means Pradesha Sambandhartham Ananta Shabda Utpatti Kalpana Gauravam. Karna Shashkuli Pradeshe na Ananta Shabda Utpatti. But here Ananta Shabda Utpatti is not there. Parantu Bheri Deshe Jatasya Shabdasya Karna Shashkulya Saha Sambandha Abhavat. Then what will happen? The Bheri Desha Shabda has no contact directly with Karna Shashkuli. Bheri Desha Shabda has contact with immediate next Taranga, then next, like that. Bheri Deshe Jatasya Shabdasya Karna Shashkulya Saha Sambandha Abhavat. Bheri Deshe Jata Shabdat Shabdantaram Tatopi Shabdantaram. So next Shabda. Iti Karna Shashkuli Paryantam Ananta Shabda Utpattayo Vichi Taranga Nyayana Kalpante Nayayikaha Tatra Gauravam. This is erroneous. There is Gaurava Dosha. Pradeshe, he has already given in the Tika. Pradeshe means Pradesha Sambandhartham. In Mulam, Bheri Shabdo Mayashrutaha. Bheri Shabdo Mayashruta iti Pratyakshasya Brahmatva Kalpana Gauravam Chasyat. I heard this Bheri Shabda In that, if you say, no, I didn't hear that, I heard the second last wave hitting the last wave, and then it's Kalpana Gauravam. Okay. What is this Kadamba Mukula Nyaya? That is not explained here, but I will just mention because there is a tree called Kadamba tree. It's Pushpa, Mukula Pushpa. When it is not completely ripe, but let's say it is new, then it blossoms. So it has lot of petals, and all the petals they will all grow together. Kadambo, I will read. Kadambo Vruksha Vishesha. Tasya Mukulaha means Ishad Vikasita Pushpam. Kalika. Like little grown flower, Kalika stage. Golakara Kadamba Pushpasya Golake. It is a round Kadamba Pushpa. Golakara Kadamba Pushpasya Golake. Sarva Vayaveshu Yugapat Pushpanam Utpattihi. In those Kadamba Pushpa Golaka, in all Avayava Pushpa Utpatti will happen. Arthat, Kadamba Vrikshasya Kundalam Prathama Vrishtipate Sarvatah Dashashu Dikshu Api Sahasa Vikasati. This Kadamba Vriksha Kundalam, when first rain comes, in all 10 directions, it will grow in the same way. Sahasa Vikasati. Tadvat Ekasmat Prathamotpannat Shabdat Sarva Dikkani Dirghani Shabda Vartulani Utpatyante. In the same way, Pratham Utpannat Shabdat, from the first arise of the sound, Sarva in all the directions, Sarva Dikkani, Dirghani, Shabda Vartulani. Like how I explained, bigger circle, Vichi Taranganyaya, this is also similar. Utpatyante. This is Kadamba Mukula Nyaya. In this way, Tadevam Vyakhyatam Pratyaksham. In this way, Pratyaksha Pramana Vyakhya is done. Parama Prakritam Upasamharati. Parama Prakritam means the Mukhya Prakarana Upasamhara has happened. Tad evam Vyakhyatam Pratyaksham. In this way, Pratyaksha Pramana Vyakhya is over. Now you can understand, even though somebody may think Vedanta Paribhasha, oh, I know, they just talk about 6 Pramana. What is there to know? Pratyaksha Pramana. I know Pratyaksha Pramana. Chakshurindriya is there, Ghata is there, Jnanam takes place. Pratyaksha Pramana is not that simple here. In Pratyaksha Pramana, here they explained Adhyasa Bhashya and so many other things. So many portions of Panchapadika, Vivarana, these, that, so many ideas here they explain. There are some differences also, like Jiva Sakshi, Ishwar Sakshi. But what he means there also, you should remember. What Devadatta says, that I am witness of my mind. Yajnadatta or Chaitra cannot witness my mind. But Ishvara is witness of all minds. That's why he has done this classification. using these words specifically, we may not accept in that way. Sakshi means Sakshi, etc. is there. Sakshi where Antakarana is not there. And therefore, it illumines all without any. The depth of thinking is. So here, the first prakarana is complete. Now, the next session, we will begin with Anumana Paricheda. And here, whatever Anumanam you have learned from Tarka Sangra, etc., this Dhuma, Vyapti, Hetu, everything will keep coming. So, if you are familiar a little bit more, it will help. It will be helpful. Okay, you will be able to appreciate this topic much more. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.